Hi everyone and welcome to today's class. We've had a lot of activity lately, so maybe you've noticed it physically, also emotionally and mentally, in yourself, within yourself, in your surrounding, in your own life. And if you would like to have some more information on all these energies, you can always go to my YouTube channel, Hike About It, to watch my weekly energy updates where I'm referring to those energies a little bit more in detail, and of course the daily energies I'm writing on Instagram and Facebook. So let's see what we can do on a physical level to work this through, to process, to integrate, because this full moon lunar eclipse we have just been experiencing was really intense. Okay, so let's go onto our feet. Little toes in line with your hips or your muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line, lengthening everything. Sit bones together, and then you think like a big fountain coming out of your head, and palms to the front. To start with the reaffirmation of our upper arms. Little fingers towards the thumbs. You just think of rotating the entire arm, but as you have this fountain going on and you're lengthening down and up, center line, relaxing the elbows, there's no tension, it's just a flow of energy that you notice, and that keeps everything long, ribs together, and relaxed. So there's no locking of any joints involved. Okay, and again, little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening everything, just long, ribs together, and relaxing. Other way around, thumbs towards the little fingers, relaxing the elbows. So it's no problem for the shoulders. Yeah, you start below your delta muscle, deltoidos. That's this one here. And then it's just loosening it. And you really notice it back here. The first you notice at the front. So we do one more, and with those two exercises you really work around your upper arms. And of course, if you want to reaffirm the insides of your thighs, it's working exactly the same way. Three-dimensional, reaffirming, reducing volume, and yeah, you're getting strong. Okay, so with that same muscle coordination, we now go to the end of the mat, lengthening everything, sit bones together, just lowering, relaxing here, relaxing, and take your arms forwards, little fingers in line with your little toes, navel in, breathing in, on the out breath, navel in, sit bones together, and lengthen your back. Just release, breathing in, and again, lengthening, and one more time, breathing in, sit bones together, energy through the center line, and just bend your legs and let the blood flow down. Okay. Into that same position, and of course you can always bend your legs. The important thing is that you maintain these lines, sit bones, heels, and little toes, hips or muscle line, whatever is wider. And of course, relax elbows, never out because that will tense your shoulders. Navel in again, and now just see, lengthening behind your neck, that's also important. Let's see if you can just come up a little bit with your heels. Not a lot, that's a different muscle coordination, yeah? It's just like navel against your spine and see if it comes up a little bit there. Just by using that
muscle coordination, activation, sit bones and navel triangle. Well, sit bones are not muscles, that's just where the muscles are attached to. And relax. Okay, so next is my ongoing exercise at the moment for my hip and lower back. If you want to accompany me, fine, we go together. If not, you just skip it and go on with the next one. Yeah? So here we go. I just go back here so you can see it well. And now you can bend the supporting leg, of course, if you like. Knee goes up, think long. The entire spine is long. Hips parallel, most important thing. And then just send the energy through and through to your knee, through your head, through your heels, the supporting leg, and back, so the blood can just go down. Other leg. Lengthening everything up, navel in, relaxing here. Lengthening through your head, through your knee, and just relax. If you feel you need to repeat this, as I do now, go with me. If not, again, skip it. You listen to your body, lengthening. Yes, we are guided, but you are guided as well, individually. So this might make a difference. Now energy through and back we go. Breathing in and coming back. Don't worry about your flexibility. If you keep going, sending energies, hips parallel, flexibility will be one of the results. Naturally unfolding as everything. Lengthening. And release. Okay, breathing in. And now, stretching more, lengthening more. Energy through the head, through the toes, just lengthening. And down we go. Breathe. And other side, lengthening. Navel in. And down we go. Breathe. Okay. And one more time, lengthening. Energy through the head, through the big toes, navel in, just lengthening. And down. Just breathe. Okay. And one more time, lengthening. Just lengthening. Energy through the head. Just keep lengthening. And down we go. Okay, good. Now we go to the end of the mat. And just relax the lower back. Just see how it is, how you are. Maybe you want to stretch out, just in private. Nobody sees it, just follow your body. And come back up. Okay, so we're continuing with some push-ups. So, seems like we're needing some strength. So for the ladies, it's a diagonal line from your knees to your head and your elbows. Just bend and then coming
coming up is with your, or via this fountain that we've been talking about at the beginning. So it's constantly flowing and it's just elbows closed and you're here, yeah? Gentlemen, little toes in line with your little fingers, same thing, just relaxing the elbows and coming up through that fountain, yeah? So we'll just do a couple. Just make sure you're doing them slowly. You're lengthening the back of your neck, and of course lengthening the back, yes. But the back of your neck is very important because many people think they need to go down and it results in something like that. So no moving of the head. Okay. You can, of course, relax your back like this, or you just have the blood flow back. Okay, so you just decide what you need. We do a couple more, like 2, 3, 4 next time. Lengthening. And one more. And relax. Okay, good. Now, there should be no problem with your wrists. If there is any problem, you stop at that moment, because it means that it's not your muscle coordination, your core working, but still there's something going on here, and that's not what we want. We want to have this fountain going on, everything going through. Yes? Okay, so now, if you can, we all go into this plank position, and from here, I draw the biggest possible circle to go up, back down and lower, and I go to the same side one more time. Oh, I'm sliding with the mat on the floor. So make sure that's just finding out if the muscle coordination works. If you like to play around with this, that's fine, yeah? Okay, now I change sides so you can see it. What I wanted to say is be careful if you're sliding on your mat and your mat is sliding on the floor as well, it's getting dangerous. So make sure if your mat slightly slides that you're not sliding with your feet. Okay, so other side. You can of course face the other side and do it into the same direction, but I just want to show you looking at you. I find that nicer. So lengthening, up, making sure this is not up, it's always a diagonal line, yeah? And it's the biggest possible circle with your arm. And going down, or the following movement is always even bigger than the one before. Okay, so here I have to see that I'm on the mat, and lengthening. And there's also your leg describes a part of the circle, and down we go, and lengthen. Good. Now, continuing, just at first, always see how the back's doing, and if fine, we're continuing. So, first on the underarms, little fingers in line with the shoulders. Legs are together, and it's all about not doing anything here, but fountain in place and in motion, of course. So nose in line with the big toes, navel and everything in between, of course. Breathing in. Now, fountain activated. And if you don't come up at first, doesn't matter. It's only important that you feel the muscles inside working. If you can't feel that, you visualize it, and at some point it will start. So everything happening is okay. There's nothing wrong with you, ever, and nothing wrong with how you do the exercise. Okay, now, little fingers in line with your shoulders. Make sure there's nothing, no cheating here, because we want to use the triceps. And again, sit bones, head. No overleaning, that's wrong, this is right. Okay, so bending. Breathing in, and lengthening. Visualize a diagonal line and lengthening behind your neck and down. If that was pretty easy, you can try to lengthen your leg and lengthen even more to go down. And of course, it's always the head that's involved, meaning the fountain goes on, energy out of your head. Okay, so here we go. Lengthening and lengthening even more to go down. In breath, lengthening and lengthening. Down we go. Breathing in. One more time. Lengthening. Up and down. Breathing in and lengthening. And down. Okay. Let's see what the lower back has to say. Well, everything's good. Lengthening, just lengthening. Yeah, okay. If you see my left arm trembling sometimes, it's because my carpal tunnel is a little bit narrow and it's pressing onto the nerve. So that's sometimes a bit inconvenient, but it's okay. So now on the side, and we've got the little finger in line with the elbow in line with the hips and the heels, and I'm just crossing my upper leg over. So you could do that with bent legs at first. Important again, fountain, that's what brings you up on the out breath. Or long, lengthening, yeah, and down. But everything is correct. Just make sure this is not sinking in. Breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening. Okay. If that was not much of a task, you can use the hand like here. It then has to look into that face that direction, and of course, again, look at your fingers and bending here. So breathing in, and on the out breath, lengthen. Out and down. One more time, breathing in, and on the out breath, lengthen, back forwards. Okay, breathing in. We've got one more, lengthening, and up, and let's see. Just lengthening. Oops, lengthen. And you also can do a little journey here, lengthening always the biggest part of the circle and an even bigger part of the circle, yeah? Okay, that's just playing around with the muscle coordination to see if it's really working, yeah? Okay, but you do what your body tells you to, and that's fine. Okay, so little finger in line with your elbow in line with your hip and your heels, and then crossing over the upper leg. Breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening, energy through the head. This is all relaxed because it's all working from here, fountain and down. And of course, you can also do this bending your legs, just starting. Easy. Breathing in, on the out breath, lengthen, back forwards. Okay, I think we did 3 on the other side, so one more. Lengthen, energy through the head. Okay, now with the hand here, if you like, and it works for you. And of course, you can also here just bend, yeah? Make sure you're not working here, but from there. Okay, sit bones, ready? And here we go. Lengthening, and down we go. Breathing in. It's always bending your elbow backwards. No harm for the shoulder. One more time, breathing in. And on the out breath, lengthening. And just see what we can do. Lengthen. And maybe a little traveling. Lengthening, lengthening, and lengthening. And relaxing. Good. Okay, just again, seeing how the lower back is doing. Yes, and maybe you want to stretch out a bit. Or if you need to, just let go of something, shake off something. Your energy field clearance. Three-dimensional with your arms. And rest is just relaxed. Okay. Now, we continue on all fours. And we have the little fingers in line with the little toes. And of course, the knees absolutely in line. Breathe in, on the out breath, navel in, lengthen, energy through the head, through the heel, just lengthening, navel in, and down we go. Breathe in, on the out breath, just lengthening, lengthening, and down we go. Okay, breathing in. One more time, we start 90 degrees size parallel to the floor and especially the hips parallel to the floor. Now energy through the head and through the heel, lengthening and then lowering. Little toes in line with your hips and down. I think I have to move a little bit on the camera. Okay. Other leg, 90 degrees angle. Now energy through the head and through the heel as well to lengthen and to have the freedom in the hip. Hips are parallel to the floor. Lower and lengthening behind the back, but don't go back. So sending enough energy through the head and relax. We just repeat this once. So we've got 90 degrees here. Energy through the head and the heel, going down into that alignment, little toe, hip or muscle line, and then think energy through the heel, more energy and more through the head. This stretches the back of the leg even more. Other leg, 90 degrees, energy through the heel and the head, lengthening continuously to lower it down in the alignment, energy through the heel and through the head very much to stretch behind the neck of the leg and lower. Bend in. Okay, so again, one more. Now lengthening, and this time send energy through the heel and the head and just follow the natural line of the hip and down onto the floor, navel in and relax. Other leg, 90 degrees, energy through the heel and the head, and opening, lengthening, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Down we go, lengthening and release. It's very important that you lengthen your upper body continuously because this is helping with the hips staying in place, or that's the result then, lengthening. Keep lengthening, but it's really getting your abs to work. And you find until where you can do it, and then that's lowering the leg. No trying to get further, yeah, it's just what you can do anatomically. Lengthening, hips parallel, lengthening, and lengthening, bending in, just back, relaxing the lower back, and blood goes back. Okay, well done. Now we just go onto the back. Maybe you need to lengthen again, just stretch, do whatever you need before getting ready for the next exercise. Lengthening little toes, hips, and then center line. It's important that you really communicate with your body. That's part of conscious exercising. Yeah, so if you need a moment because your body says, here's something awkward, just give you that moment because it will improve the quality of the performance of the next exercise. So, okay, hands behind your head, nose in line with everything, breathing in. On the out breath, sit bones in line, lengthening. So it's the longest, you're describing the longest possible circle, and then lengthening and down we go. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthening. Up again, okay. And down we go. Lengthening. Okay, good. Now, just bending the legs in and up. Of course you can bend them like this, alignment, sit bones, heels, and whether it's long or not, no problem. Relaxed knees though. Okay, sit bones to your head, coming up in the longest possible circle, so everything here is nice and easy, and this is in. Now you just think your navel in and your toes out. Navel lengthening and relaxing. Okay. Up again, breathing in. On the out breath, sit bones to your head, lengthening. Okay. Now you just, if you can, you release your arms. Little fingers in line with the underarms and all this parallel to the floor. Send energy through your fingers, through your fingertips, through your toes, through your head continuously, and navel goes in. And then you can slowly come up a little bit, lengthen even further to go down. No shoulders involved as you might have guessed. Lengthening and lengthening and down we go. Okay, just relaxing here. Okay, one more time up. Hands behind your head, breathing in. And again, describing the longest possible circle. And now, as we've got everything activated here, sit bones and navel, meaning the fountain is activated, you can slightly turn both legs into one direction, coming back to center, other direction, center. I'm repeating this. Knees are nice and relaxed, center, and other side. Center, just relax. Okay, I just leave my arms here because we're going to do this one more time. Breathing in and lengthening. Biggest possible circle. Now I start to the other side and center and lengthening, center, lengthening, center, lengthening, center, and relax. Just breathe and get the legs up again, breathing in and lengthening. And this time we're working the inner thighs by opening the legs, meaning your heels stay together, but you open the entire leg, lengthening while the navel goes in. And center, one more time. Center, lengthening, and relax. Okay, just see how the lower back's doing. Maybe you want to do a little bit more. Always keep your chin to your chest, and then you can do whatever you like. Favorite children's exercise, by the way. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, we start again from here. So
just grab my left leg and sliding out the right leg. Slight massage on my feet, visualizing the lines, meaning hips parallel, little toe in line with the hip or muscle line, and the heel and the sit bone, I wanted to say. Okay, of course you can do that with bent legs. Important is thinking long and thinking the entire back long. And the flex of the foot is only the result of the energy coming out of the heel. It's not thinking a flex. If you do a hard flexing, you notice that the energy comes in, and we want the energy out, always out. So I do one more to make it 4 all together, always visualizing the lines, and also always taking care of my center line. Energy through the head and the heel. So it's not so much about the legs, it's actually more about the back. Bending in, other leg, lengthening, visualizing the alignment, the lines, and always going slow enough so you can notice if there is any tension or anything weird that you need to address, and making sure that your knee is relaxed. No locking of the knee. That happens very quickly if you do it with a lot of energy. We're meaning to use the inner thigh, which means the back line, that muscle coordination to lift the leg, not the front thigh. So go slowly so you can tell your leg what to do until it's programmed to use the back. Yeah. Okay, changing over again. And now, starting from here, or if you like to bend it, that's fine here. Now we're lengthening, especially lengthening here, until you feel your sit bone being in line with your heel. For me, that's here. It should be just above the floor. And then you just bend in, come up again, relaxing and lengthening, especially the back, ribs together, center line, and leg alignment. This is really helpful if you have bow-shaped legs, or if you have an X shape, so if there's anything with the alignment of the legs that you would like to correct, over time, this is how you can do it. So I think this is the 4th one. We're meant to do 4, and bending in and changing over. Lengthen. Keep your elbows close to your body, very important. And lengthening. And one more. And lengthen. Just lengthening the upper body. And then just sending energy through the heel that will just work out itself, basically. Lengthening and lengthening and bending in. Good, just relaxing here. Lengthening everything. Long, just long. Stretching out whatever you need. Maybe you want to open your hips, your feet hip wide, and just wiggle them in and out. That's very helpful to relax the hips. Yeah, here we are. Well done. Thank you for your time and your energy. And of course, thank you for being part of this community. You know, I have this vision of more healthy, happy people in this world.
And I am so happy that I'm getting more subscribers now. So I know this community is growing. So please spread the word, keep going. And thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, liking and sharing, because this is what makes it grow and what helps me getting my work out and yeah, my vision. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day and lots of love.